Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie and today we are doing my March haul revisit / shop my shelves video. So a couple of things, apologies if it's a little bit darker than usual. It's really hot here at the Melbourne at the moment, so I'm trying to keep it as cool as possible by keeping my blinds mostly closed. So apologies if it is a little darker than usual. I have completely forgotten what the other thing I was going to say was. Okay, so March, third time doing this. I think at the end of March I'm going to look over the books that I've done so far, that I've shown from Jan, Feb and March, and see what I still have left and talk about it. Kind of in like a quarterly wrap-up sort of thing. Not quite sure how that's going to go because I have a lot of videos in March. But yes, and I think I'm going to slightly rework how I do these. And yeah, we'll see. But in March in 2020, I bought 33 books, which is the most amount of books that I bought in the whole year, in a single month. And obviously that was when we went into lockdown here. So yeah, I was buying a lot of things to support bookstores, and also just because it was kind of like, well, we don't really know how things are going to pan out. Out of those 33, I have 9 left, in the hope that I am finishing 2 during Feb. Filming this a couple days before the end of Feb, so hoping that I can get through those 2 and that I will just have these 9. If not, I'm going to finish those 2 anyway, so yeah. So let's go through them. I kind of have a plan already of what I want to read because I have filmed this once before, and then yeah, it just didn't turn out. So kind of have a plan. Well, this hair attached to me. Kind of have a plan of what I'm going to read, and we will talk through it. Let's go. So I have 2 YA here. Let's start off with those. Well, actually no, let's redo this a different way. I'm going to show you all the ones that I'm not going to read, and then I'm going to show you the ones that I will. Let's start with these. I had a pretty non-fiction heavy month in March. I have these 2 here. This is Our Bodies, Their Battlefield by Christina Lamb. What War Does to Women. Yep, that one. And then I also have We Can't Say We Didn't Know by Sophie McNeill, which I did start reading back in August, and I made it 30 pages in. We'll come back to that, but definitely one that I need to like really focus in on. I have 2 romances, of course. We have To Taste Temptation by Elizabeth Hoyt, which I know absolutely nothing about. I've never read anything by her before, so I may pick this one up, but I am in the middle of lots of romance series that I'm trying to finish off, so doubtful. And I also have I Picked Up the Wrong One. I just saw blue. This was supposed to be Again the Magic by Lisa Kleypas, so I'm just going to put the cover over this cover. That's why you should check things. I have read this one, so I have that one. I have here The Biographer's Lover by Ruby J. Murray. This is, I believe, set sort of like Geelong way, which is like a beachside city kind of thing here in Victoria. Very nice place. Spent a lot of my childhood around that area during the summer, so excited for that. And then I have 4 here. So I have one that is a possibility, and then the other 3 that I'm going to actively try and read. So this is When the Sky Fell on Splendor by Emily Henry, who is one of my favourite YA authors, and it's been a little while since I read anything of hers. Very excited, and yes, so this is one that I might pick up. I have a lot of books I need to read in March and reread for different things as well, so we'll see if I get to this one. But if not, I may try and get to this one in April. Okay, and then the 3 I have here are a mix. So I have Guest House for Young Widows, Among the Women of Isis by Azadeh Moaveni. Yeah, this is non-fiction. It's the smallest non-fiction of the 3, so I thought that this would be a good one to pick up in March because, yeah, like I said, got a lot to read and not sure I'm gonna get through it all if I pick up really, really big books. I'm sure this one is gonna be heavy, so I may even start reading it with the last few days of Feb and kind of dip in and out. We'll see. Keeping with kind of the heavy theme, I think. This is Fun Home by Alison Bechdel. Percy just sneezed and it scared the crap out of me. This is, of course, a memoir told in graphic novel form. I'm sure that lots of you have heard about this. I finally bought it last year after wanting to read it for like 7 years. And yeah, I still haven't read it. So definitely one that I'm going to be picking up. It's quite short and it is obviously graphic novel, even if it's going to be a bit of a difficult topic. I believe I'm just going off what other people have said, not really sure, but very excited for it anyway. And then I thought that it would probably be a good idea to pick a lighter book to read along those. So I'm going with Anna K by Jenny Lee. I had put off reading this one because I wanted to read Anna Karenina first. This is a retelling, of course. And then I started Anna Karenina, I think in March, and I still haven't finished it. I'm kind of giving up on it. I don't think this is like my 5th time trying to get through it. I just don't think it's ever going to happen. So I thought maybe I'll read this, and I don't know, maybe if it might inspire me to finish Anna Karenina. It might not, but either way, it's YA, contemporary, shortish, should hopefully be kind of easy to get through. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be reading in March in terms of this. Not going to be doing a TBR talking about the other ones. If you're new here, I don't really do monthly TBRs, but there's quite a few projects that I'm doing in March that you will see later, so it should be an exciting month. I'm doing 3 videos a week, not for every week of March, but for a few, just to squeeze in some videos that I really needed to get done. And yes, so with that being said, that's the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.